guests and listeners' views and things we do. Models, chats and silly things and whatever the day may bring to our ears. Bring it to the table.
From the Norfolk coast to the whole wide world. Poppyland Radio.
Well, Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean my baby. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean my baby. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby, my baby, my baby. Well, she's the gal in the red blue jeans. She's the queen of all the team. She's the woman that I know. She's the woman that loves me so. Say, Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean my baby. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby, my baby, my baby. That's right. She's the one with the flying feet. She's the one that walks around the store. She's the one that yells more. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean my baby. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby, my baby, my baby. Let's rock again now.
That was a quick entrance, exit, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, hello. Welcome to Bring It to the Table with Will and Mav. I'm one of those. He's the other one.
Hello.
And then, just as a brief intro, tonight we're talking about youth subculture. Clothes as part of a scene, stuff like that, really. But yeah.
What does it mean, a subculture?
A subculture is a bit different to the norm, really, isn't it? It's that kind of thing where...
I thought that was a counterculture.
Well, it could be counter if you want.
Underculture would be a subculture, and I suppose it's the same thing.
I don't really know how to describe it, if I'm honest, but that's the sort of thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So we just had...
So when you first mentioned this to me, I thought, when you said clothes within scenes, I thought you meant clothes in scenes in films or TV.
Ah, yeah, no. Like a nice frock.
Yeah, there's some teddy boys in the next scene.
Yeah, no, what I meant was youth scenes and the kind of clothes that would identify you as part of one.
Right.
You know, because...
Oh,
hello, I didn't press that.
Stop! I leant on the theme tune.
Well, if you're going to lean on a theme tune, that is a good one to lean on, isn't it?
So, clothes or fashions...
Yeah.
Worn by young people?
Usually the young person.
Right.
Usually the young person. Trying to identify, trying to be part of something, but not the norm. Not the norm. So
when you say the norm, what is the norm?
Boring suits and stuff, dressing like your parents.
Okay. Acceptable clothing.
Well, it all started, really, when teenagers started. After the war... all the kids decided they didn't want to...
when teenagers started?
Well, they've always been there, really, haven't they? But when the age of the teen first started to become on the scene after the Second World War, and people decided to not dress like their parents, and they wanted to dress a bit more out there.
Yeah. Sorry,
You know.
I just need to get some instrumental folk on the go.
Oh, do that, yeah.
Carry
Right,
on,
I'm sorry, I was waiting to hear it. I didn't. Right, so yeah, so you're a teddy boy, early 50s. Your first kind of
Firth of Forth?
Father. They did that as well.
in Scotland.
There were teddy boys there as well. First, I can't. Oh man, first kind of youth group in Britain to differentiate themselves as teenagers, helping to create.
Who were the Teddy Boys?
Yeah,
Was your father a Teddy Boy? Was he a Ted?
I don't think so. He always told me he was a mod. Was your dad? My dad's a bit too young, really.
I think my dad still is a Teddy Boy.
Is he? Yeah, he could be, actually. I can see that. My dad's a bit too young. He was only born in 49, so he would.
49. My dad was born in 45.
So there's a potential he could have
The
identified.
day
a bit.
before the end of the war.
Was it really? Nice.
Don't think it had anything to do with it.
He probably would have been maybe a bit more influenced by the Teddy Boy than my dad. My dad was a mod.
Was he? Did
Yeah.
he have a scooter?
He did have a scooter.
Scooter.
A scooter, but he was more Midlandy, so he didn't have quite a scooter.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you're telling me that Teds were the first of the youth to step out.
Yeah, to stop dressing in suits and things like their parents.
Now, I remember being a young boy, and I think my dad dressed up as a Teddy Boy to go to sort of carnivals and stuff like that. He had a particular outfit, and I don't know if he modelled that on the only thing in our house that was Teddy Boy, which was, I think it was a Shawaddy Waddy album.
I can picture this. This is a proper.
It was either a Shawaddy Waddy album or one of those K-Tel records
Yeah.
that had the hits on. And
Yeah.
on the front, there was a Ted, and he was doing some sort of dance move with a young lady with a frock.
Yeah, that's now a teddy girl would also be called a Judy.
Oh,
So that may have been a Judy he was dancing with.
a Judy.
Well, I heard about the Judy you were dancing with. Yeah, it might have been a Judy. I'm
Did you
not
just make
quite
that up?
yet. No, it's on my paper.
I thought it was
So
the
you-
fellas you were dancing with.
Yeah, but I've changed it.
Oh, I see.
I've changed
That's
it
what
to,
I just said.
to-
Is that how it goes?
Oh no, what? No, that has this. No, that's how that goes.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
All right.
that
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand. Right.
That's not how the song goes.
For everyone who's watching in black and white, Math was pointing at the paper.
It is the 50s, you know.
Right. So tell us more about the Teds.
So they had a strong association with American rock and roll music that was coming across from America, usually via ships and stuff, and people coming in, and they liked it and think we'd like to have a bit of this. We look to America; they've got big cars, they've got diners, milkshakes, they've probably got hamburgers. We didn't really have much at all then after the 50s, after the war. I mean, so it was a big world, and
So
thought this looks good to us. We'll have some of that.
So a Ted would wear a big long jacket, like a suit jacket, but longer.
Yep.
Greased hair,
Yep. Usually greased hair.
quiffed back into what was commonly termed a DA,
Yep. I don't know if you can go on with that really, can you?
a duck's bottom.
Yep.
I believe my father did have a DA.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's very closely aligned to the Ted, isn't he?
Yeah. And the comb, very important part. Got to
Or
keep brushing it
gotta
back
have you-
into
with-
the DA.
Yeah. Got to keep looking at that. You got to fit it into your big Cadillac, you see.
Yeah.
It's going to get a bit windy.
Drain pipe trousers,
Drain pipe trousers, yep.
coloured socks or white socks.
Possibly a white, maybe coloured if you want to go a bit up.
Because the
out
trousers are showing the ankle.
there. They're showing the ankle. You've got your
Yeah.
big shoe. You've got your Oxford, chunky brogue. You've got your crepe sole on there. So you need to see the sock.
AKA the brothel creeper.
You could call it the brothel creeper
Okay.
or a beetle crusher.
Yeah.
You know,
And a shirt.
you'd have a shirt.
What sort of shirt?
Possibly a white one with a fairly big collar, high neck, loose collar, and a little
Frilly bit. Oh.
a tie. Those little
tassel.
stringy, tassely tie things. Tassel.
Thinking back on that, that was a rubbish fashion.
Yeah, but that's all they had. They didn't have any other fashion, did they? Because if you compare yourself as a teddy boy to your old man, he
Yeah.
just had a brown suit, didn't he, and a hat, and drank brown ale in the pub. You know what I mean? He probably
Yes.
smoked some woodbines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
So if you think about it now, young men now wear very tight trousers, where the trouser doesn't quite come down to the ankle.
Yeah, no sock.
No sock.
No sock.
And those funny little shoes that look like Cornish pasties.
I'm not going to tell you what I call them, but yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. A moccasin style shoe.
Right. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's sort of almost come back, but with a slightly different shoe.
Yeah,
And-
and a really tight-fitting shirt now, really badly, like they've worn their little brother's clothes to
I
go
don't
out
need
in.
one of those. No one needs to see me wearing that.
Or there's also a scene now where lots of youths wear a tracksuit and Nike trainers. They all look the same. Tracksuit, like a grey mile with a hood.
Yeah. Well, it's affordable.
And probably
And-
comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Usually, when you and I were young, that would have been worn when you were sick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's when you're recuperating from being poorly, isn't it?
I can't wear my jeans. No point wearing school clothes
I put my
I'm not at
tracky
school.
on.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
need to lie on the
just in
sofa and
that
watch Pebble Mill.
Finger mouse.
There's nothing on. I'd rather be at school.
Yeah, this is really boring. Really boring. I have some Lucozade in my tracksuit.
When Lucozade had the orange wrapper around
That used to make you better, though, didn't it? We had a sick blanket when we were ill.
Yeah.
My mum had this. It's a special knitted crocheted blanket, and it always came out when you're ill. We used to call it the sick blanket. You'd lay on the sofa feeling poorly in your tracksuit with a sick blanket.
You would.
That may have been from the 50s. I don't really know.
We've moved away from the TED.
We're going to do that, aren't
Have
we?
got anything else to tell us about the TED?
Not really. You discussed the preferred hairstyle. They like the hair to be greased, cut square across the nape.
What about this? The Boston.
The Boston is where the hair was greased straight back and cut square across the nape.
What's the nape? Is that
It's the back of your neck, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
How long is the hair to go all the way back down there?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen a proper hair, but
You know,
probably,
if,
I did have a quiff at one point.
Did you?
Yeah, it was fairly long.
You haven't now, have you?
No, it's gone now.
You've got like an anti-quiff.
It's an ex-quiff. Yeah.
Have you ever seen anyone who's got a mohawk, but when it's not in a mohawk, just looks like an undercut?
Yeah, it does. It just looks
Very
really
thin
weird.
undercut.
Yeah. I had a mohawk.
That's what
as
that
well
would be
once.
like, wouldn't it?
It would
You
be
just
like
brush
that, yeah.
Brush it back.
Probably in the shower. Well, they probably didn't have showers, did they?
So what they could have done with a Boston, they could have just egg whited it up into spikes, painted
Maybe,
it.
yeah, maybe they did.
Maybe that would be the next step on to a different counterculture.
Well, see, the thing is, right, and these all kind of seamlessly blend because after you've got your teddy boy, your Ted, your Edward, called so because of King Edward, and after the war they decided all these King Edward jackets that were all spare, they tried to flog them off to the kids because no one wanted to buy them anymore, and that's where they come from, the King Edward.
King Edward jacket.
Yeah, the King Edward jacket.
Can you still buy a King Edward jacket?
Possibly.
You can buy King Edward potatoes.
Well, you must be able to buy a jacket then,
I
mustn't
believe
you?
you can buy a King Edward cigar.
Or you could probably wrap yourself in that. If you've got thin trousers, you could probably fit yourself in one of them. Anyway, yeah, but yeah. So,
You've told me.
I've told you now. Shall we have another tune?
Should we play a tune? We'll ask
Play a
these guys to stop playing in the corner there.
Would you mind awfully? Basically,
What's coming up next?
Chuck Berry.
What song?
Do you want to be good?
Play it.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever
Hello.
Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good.
He was good, wasn't he, Chuck Berry? Chuck? I don't know what's wrong with me.
Chuck.
Chuck.
Chuck's
Chuck
away,
Berry.
Barry.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
This one's by Chuck Berry.
He never quite made it, did he?
Snetton Market
So
version.
you were playing
That was Chuck Berry.
Chuckers Berrius.
Because we're going on to rockers now.
Rockers. Woggers.
Rockers are kind of a bit of the next generation of your teddy boy. They're sometimes called greasers, leather boys, ton-up boys, and possibly cafe racers. Members of a motorcycle riding biker subculture that originated in the UK during the 50s. So just a bit after the teddy boy. Just slightly after the teddy boy. Maybe they're little brothers. You know. But yeah, that's the next subculture. If you could identify with being a rocker, you're perhaps a bit younger than a teddy boy.
I think I'd like to be a rocker.
Which I was
Out
going
of
to
the
say,
two that we've discussed so far, I'd like to be a rocker. Now then,
I could see that.
do they like rock music?
Well, they probably do, but not really. They were called rockers because, and you'll like this, what about the music is all about because their motorbikes had rockers.
Rocker covers?
Rocker covers, rockers. A four-stroke engine has rockers and rocker covers.
And did those bikes have four strokes, 4 cylinders?
Possibly. I think they did, yeah. They're fairly big engines.
Rockers.
Yeah. I don't know if they were originally called rockers or called rockers during when the mods were a bit more popular, because mods had a scooter which is a 2-stroke.
What is the first thing, if someone said to you, rockers, what's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Leather jacket, grease.
Do you know what comes into my mind? Putting your thumbs in your belt loops, putting your feet apart.
Like status quo.
Yeah, and just sort of doing your head from one side to the other.
Yeah, that's
And doing
that's
that
definitely
dance.
down.
Yeah.
I haven't got that on the playlist. I should put that on there, really.
We could
But
do
that's more older rockers, you see. That's more coming back to the 70s rocker.
What was that dance about? Thumbs in belt loops?
Very 70s. They did it to Grease. They did it to Mud as well. Didn't
Yeah,
Tiger
that's
Feet,
right,
was it?
that's right, that's right,
I
that's
really
right.
love your Tiger Light. That was Mud, wasn't it? That was Mud. But I've seen them on Top of the Pops. We've all seen that.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted.
No, you
there.
interrupt. I'm glad you said about that. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, rocker fashion style. Mainly a motorcycle jacket. Often adorned with metal studs.
Now, the British cafe scene, or the British cafe was a thing.
British
wasn't it?
Kef, yeah.
Where it wasn't just a daytime thing, it was a nighttime thing.
Yep.
I actually believe my mother and father ran a nighttime cafe
Really?
in Coventry.
Wow.
Before they had pesky children.
Before they changed their name to
It
Mum
was
and
called
Dad.
La Ronde.
It's a bit French, isn't it?
Does that mean the round?
That sounds a bit like the round, doesn't it?
And lots of chaps
Probably chaps.
would turn up with their bikes and cars and hang out there. But from what I've heard, they would. My dad would cook food like meals, and they'd sort of turn up and have shepherd's pie
Yeah, and a cup of coffee.
and
go
yeah,
again. Or
yeah.
milk.
They'd bring a party 7 with them.
No, I don't think they were that bad. They weren't really widely welcomed because of their dirt and grease.
Were they dirty?
Well, old bikes weren't very reliable, really.
Let me ask you this then: Danny Zuko,
Danny Zuko.
Craterface,
Yep.
all those guys.
Kaniki was my
Kaniki.
favourite.
They were all rockers, weren't they?
They were rockers.
Of different groups.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the different schools, rival schools.
They became friends.
I think they did, yeah.
Pretty tidy rockers, though, I'd say.
They were,
very
yeah.
clean cut.
But they didn't have motorbikes, did they? They had a car.
They did have a car.
They
What's
had
the
a-
difference? Is a car not as greasy?
Well, I think from my general studies into this, that old British motorbikes were a bit dirty and broke down a lot. And the
Therefore-
guys would just be straight on the side of the road, fix it, get filthy,
Wipe your hands down
in
your
your trousers, go to the cafe.
Do you wipe your hands on your trousers?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I've usually got 2 marks down sort of where my hip bones are.
Mine is usually on the bum cheeks, on the pockets. But yeah, I do that.
I've
I'm
seen
doing it
that.
now, yeah. I'm doing it. Probably other people listening going, yeah, do that.
They'll be looking now.
Yeah.
Look at his filthy bum cheek.
What is wrong with him? He's walking out here with his wet bottom cheeks.
I say to my kids, I can't find a towel, Dad. So I just wipe them on my trousers.
Well, I used to do that to my kids, and so they'd wipe their fingers on my trousers when to dry. Then they'd come up to me when I had some clean ones on with filthy fingers, and Daddy, can I wipe my fingers on your trousers? No.
Oh, you've changed the rules.
Yeah, they didn't quite get it, you see. You've moved the goalposts.
Right, how far did we get with rocker fashion?
Leather jackets or studs.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all they had.
No, naked underneath.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Safety first.
And a cricket box.
And a tall pant. Now they had a boot. They used to wear a usually tall motorcycle boots. They also did have brothel creepers or beetle crushers.
Did they?
Yeah. And they did have a brill cream, but possibly a bit longer of the hair at times.
I thought this is where the biker boot came in.
That is very much just where the biker boot came in.
And up to the ankle or further up?
Well,
Somewhere between the knee.
mid shin.
Yeah.
You want to go up to the knee? That's a bit weird.
You've got some boots that go up to the knee.
No, mine are mid shin.
Are
My
they?
16 holes only go up to about there, and under the knee, mid shin, I'd say. Yeah. You're all actually thinking about this now, aren't we? The listeners thinking about the 16-hole boot.
I think my shoes go on my walking boot, go over my ankle. And that's it. No higher.
Really?
I haven't even got any wellies anymore.
Sturdy support, though.
What about if the rockers were going somewhere muddy, like a festival, Isle of Wight festival could have been? Would they have taken a welly?
I don't think so. I think they would have polished their boots to a high polish sheen, which would have repelled any water.
So I think they would have just, because they always had a,
Unless they were covered in grease or oil.
Yeah.
Probably didn't really matter.
they always had a rubbish tent. Yeah. They'd just sort of turn up either.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Rubbish tent.
They did.
Rockers.
Oh, we're just going to go to a
Rubbish tent.
festival. I've got a tent. It's one of those rubbish canvas triangle things. We'll just turn up and take a party 7.
Yeah. Just
And,
going to take some.
Yeah, and we'll just go and watch the band.
Where's the rubbish tent? Where's the rubbish tent?
Tents were rubbish then.
I think they were. They were canvas and heavy and a bit rubbish.
Tents are good now, but they're sort of strangely affordable. You get
Yeah.
a tent for like a 2-man tent for 30 quid.
Yep. A bit cheaper sometimes.
I think the rocker would like that now.
Yeah, they could fit it on the back of their bike, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Go away to the Isle of Wight.
That's the sort of thing. Well, I'll tell you where I got that idea from. Is that I've probably watched Heartbeat, and a rocker has entered Aidensfield
Oh,
and come into the
He was
pub, which
probably
I've forgotten
bad.
what it's called.
bad boy.
What
The
was
Aidensfield Arms.
Was it the Aidensfield
I
Arms?
think so.
Yeah, I've been there,
Have you?
and
I haven't, and I've just guessed that.
Yeah, well, I should imagine a rocker would turn up there and woo one of the local young
Of course
ladies.
he would. Of course he would.
I think I've
He's
got
bit of
a
rogue.
motorbike, I've got a rubbish tent. We could go and camp in any field you want.
And I don't even need wellies because I've got dirty boots.
I've got a Watney's pies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
So let's
obsessed with the pies.
so let's go. Yeah.
Okay, we've got that. We've covered it. Brill cream. Did we do the hair?
We did a bit about hair.
Similar to a Ted, or
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Perhaps a bit pompadouria. A pompadour hairstyle. I don't know what one of them is, but I read it somewhere.
the aviator goggle.
Yep, they did have a goggle. So, well, I don't know. But this is broadly generalisationing.
From either Heartbeat or Grease. These are our main references.
Or Modrophenia. Yeah. Yeah, but I think we're fairly there.
Okay.
But they did influence pop groups in the 60s, such as the Beatles, as well as hard rock and punk rock bands.
What are those bands? Have you got any on a list?
I've got a couple on here, yeah.
All right. Should we have some more?
Let's have another tune now.
Music?
Yep. Let's go for... But this isn't... It's not a rocker music, but you'll like this.
Will I?
I hope so, because I do. It's a Small Faces.
There's wheat in the field and water in the stream.
Poppyland Radio.
Now then, you are listening to Bring It to the Table on Poppyland Radio with Will and Maff, or Maff and Will, whatever
Hello.
you like. If you want to get in touch with us and discuss anything with us about anything we've discussed on Bring It to the Table, you may email studio@poppylandradio.co.uk. Make it for the attention of Maff and Will, and we will do our best to get back to you. We may even have you as a guest.
Oh, hello.
It's a bit further down the line. But do that, and we'll take it from there. Now then, should we just get a little bit of... There we go.
Bit of that. Can I just, before you go on, last time we were on, I discussed playing Where Are You?
Oh, yeah.
We're on community radio, but our community is quite big, and we've got listeners in a lot of places, and I would like to know where you are, to see how far and wide we're reaching. So, yeah, please get in touch if you want to. Please do. We'd like you to let us know where you are and where you're listening, to show how big our community is.
How far did we go last week?
I think Saudi Arabia and...
What?
Yeah! I think we were Saudi Arabia.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Mick Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Hello, Mick.
Hello,
Mods. Mods.
Hope all is well.
Now we've moved on from the Ted to the Rocker to the Mod.
We are the mods. We are the mods. We are the mods.
The mod is a subculture, or mod is a subculture that began in London and spread throughout Great Britain and elsewhere, eventually influencing fashions and trends in other countries. What other countries?
Oh, elsewhere.
Yeah, those ones.
The elsewheres.
Focused on music and fashion, the subculture has its roots in a small group of stylish London-based young men in the late 1950s who were termed modernists because
They listen to modern jazz.
Modern jazz.
Modern jazz. What's that?
Were you about to tell me?
Take 5. Dave Brubeck.
Dave Brubeck. That's not take 5. That's the gallery. Tony Hart.
Yeah, he was a mod, yeah. I'm sure they all liked it anyway.
Where were we with that? Modernists. So what were they wearing? What were the mods wearing?
Generally, the mods would have a nice, good tailor-made suit.
Oh, yeah.
A tailor-made suit.
So a thin approach to the... Can you have a fat mod?
You can, but I don't think it really looks quite so good as a fat mod.
Okay.
Tailor-made suit on a fat mod would just look like they've squeezed into one, wouldn't it? Like a sack of taters, as some people would say.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's space for it.
Oh, well, as long as there's space for it, then it's fine, isn't it? Not that I don't think there'd be a problem.
The tailor-made suit.
The tailor-made suit, you'd save up all your money.
And go to...
Burton's, possibly. There used to be Burton's was a proper tailor. You'd go in and you'd have it on tick.
And why'd you go there now?
I don't know if there is a place called Burton's anymore, is it?
I don't know. Last time I went to Burton's is to go for a wedding fitting for something.
But yeah, often the young man...
A wedding.
I would say a wedding, actually, yeah. Probably a good thing, actually, yeah. Wedding. Yeah. The young man, he'd save up his wages. That you used to get in a little brown packet with a corner off, and you'd count it up with your tongue, maybe a finger, and he'd have it on tick, and he'd have a brand new suit, and he'd be paying for it. You wouldn't count it with your tongue. You'd use your tongue on your fingers.
Excuse me while I just count my money. 50 quid.
It tastes like 50 quid. 2 and 4.
What I'm aiming at is, are we looking at Carnaby Street? Not Carnaby Street.
Yeah.
Savile Row.
No, Carnaby Street.
Carnaby Street.
Savile Row's a bit posher, I think. Oh. There would be some posh mods with some Savile Row, but Carnaby Street
pods.
Definitely. Yep. Pods.
Okay.
Posh.
So they would do that. So they're in their suit. What about the hairstyle?
A very nice kind of crop to the top, fairly short. In the early days, fairly short, well-dressed man.
Looking pretty tidy.
Looking pretty tidy.
Smoking?
Yeah, probably.
A tab or two?
Yeah, looking good though.
You gotta have a tab or two. You gotta smoke a tab or two.
We would frown upon that these days, obviously, but
of course, unless they were vaping.
They didn't know back in the day.
They were told by the doctors, weren't they?
Yeah, they didn't know back in the day, so they probably would have had a tab
got a bit of a
two.
cough, doctor. Go home, smoke 20 JPS.
Yeah,
and you'll be fine.
Get yourself some Woodbines, lad.
Yeah,
get them down.
Get back to work.
Yeah, get back to work. You need to be on
work shy fop.
You need to be earning money to pay for that suit, young man.
Take your skinny suit out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, they'd have a shorter hairdo. Maybe, you know, a la a bit moppy at the top if they wanted to. But mainly short. Until they grew it out when they got a bit more into the 60s.
What about the music? Soul, rhythm and blues, ska and jazz
Yeah.
for the mod.
Yeah, we like that kind of thing.
And motor scooters.
Yeah.
Lambrettas or Vespers.
Yeah, and they didn't really get on very well with the rocker.
I'll tell you who runs a vintage
Oh, yeah.
moped scooter club.
Right.
Trevor from Chroma Soul Club.
Oh, yeah. He's the man.
Yeah. If
Do
you
they-
haven't listened to that show, by the way, do give it a listen. I can't remember when it's on, but it's on. It's on Popular Land Radio.
Yeah.
It's a good listen. Do give it a listen.
Part of the family.
The music thing, I was going to go back. Mr. Paul Weller.
Mr. Paul Weller.
Now, he's often referred to as the mod father.
Which I disagree with.
Tell me why.
Because Pete Townsend is clearly the mod father.
Why
Because he started it.
did he?
Well, he didn't. He wasn't one of the first modernists listening to jazz, but Paul Weller was a mod revivalist.
I see.
He helped to start the
I
mod
see.
revival in the 80s,
Yes.
you see.
And you're putting everything down to Pete Townsend?
Not necessarily just
What
Pete
about
Townsend.
the funny haircut where you brush it all forwards over your ears?
Well, like they do now? Or the Paul Weller?
The Paul Weller.
There's a tune.
There's a name for it in there.
Yeah. It's called the Well End. I don't really know
because
why.
it's finished the haircut. I see.
I think it's because at the end of the hair. Yeah, I don't really know why. But people still like that kind of hairdo, don't they? People still go for that kind of hairdo.
I think they do, yes.
Oasis were big on that kind of hairdo, and a lot of their fans do still like to wear those kind of clothes. The mod style. It's not a bad thing.
No.
There is some
Well, have
style
you
in
seen
it.
him now, Mr. Weller?
Yeah, he's tried to grow his hair out a bit, hasn't he? He
He's,
just looks a bit older these days.
yeah.
As we all do.
He's looking craggy, haggard.
He's had a hard life, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, you can't get by with being a minstrel these days. He's just been round on the road, trying to get people to come to his shows. No one's heard of him. You know who?
Paul who? He plays in
never heard.
Thetford. Did I see that he was playing at the UEA?
Yeah.
I think he is playing at the UEA.
So he is only scratching a living, so he's getting a bit haggard.
He's struggling a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, are we going to be talking about the mid-1960s?
Yeah.
The subculture. Listen to power pop rock groups with mod followings, such as The Who and the Small Faces, who we just heard from, after the peak mod era.
Big fan of the Small Faces.
You are?
And the Who, yeah.
I'm not so much.
No, you don't go down that alley so much, do you?
I headed down the Led Zeppelin line myself.
Yeah. Well, the Led Zeppelins were also fans.
Yeah. Well, it's made more sense to me, Led Zeppelin. It was very structured and heavy.
Yeah.
And I always found The Who and Small Faces very loose.
Yeah, I see your point. I do see your point entirely.
Not to say sloppy.
No. Woe betide.
No.
Perish the thought.
Now then. Where were we? As mod became more cosmopolitan during the swinging London
All right.
period, was that the swinging 60s?
I believe so, yeah. I don't think you had to.
Mid to late 60s, some working class street mods splintered off, forming other groups such as what eventually became known as
The skinheads.
skinheads. Now then, what can you tell me about the skinhead?
Well, the first skinheads were working class youth, motivated by an expression of alternative values and working class pride.
Right.
They rejected the austerity and conservatism of the 50s and the early 60s and the more middle class and bourgeois hippie movement and peace and love ethos of the mid to late 60s.
So a bit more straight edge.
A bit, yeah. They were a bit more working class, you could say.
Would you say you've got an unintentional skinhead?
Yes, I would say that. But I don't mind it
It's looking good.
because I like that kind of music too.
Yeah. Would you ever bick your head? Have you ever bicked your
I
head?
haven't ever bicked my head, no.
No. I've had a skinhead. I liked it.
I've gone to a number one all over.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of holding on to what I've got. Yeah.
Well, your cheeks are looking good.
Thanks very much. If I did shave it all off, I'm scared it might not grow back.
It will. It won't.
So yeah,
Unless you're Wayne Rooney or Elton John.
I can't afford my hair to grow back.
No, exactly. Skinheads were instead drawn towards more work. Have you read that bit?
I haven't read that bit. No.
No, they were what were they done? What were they doing? They were drawn towards more working class outsider subcultures, incorporating elements of early working class mod fashion and Jamaican music and fashion, especially from Jamaican rude boys.
Rude boy.
Exactly. So what were they listening to? Lots of
It was lots
Trojan record stuff.
Trojan record stuff, a lot of ska, early reggae.
And what were they wearing?
Well, now the skinhead would have gone maybe a Fred Perry t-shirt. They'd have your jeans, your trousers,
With a roll up.
possibly rolled up, some boots on. The Dr. Martens boots had become fashionable from Pete Townsend. Again, wearing him. Became very popular with this skinhead movement.
Do you remember Alexi Sale's character, which I believe was Chertsey Bolosky in The Young Ones?
I do,
He did
yeah.
a song called Dr. Martens, Dr. Martens, Dr. Martens Boots.
I do remember that, yeah. Very good.
Good.
And we're not talking about the nasty skinheads. We're talking about proper, real, early skinheads.
Okay.
It got a bad name after a while.
What about the bomber jacket? Is this later on, the bomber with the skinhead?
Possibly. Skins did often wear a donkey jacket.
A donkey.
A bomber, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. You may carry on.
I will carry on. I'll tell you what I'm going to carry on
Got
with.
some music.
Another tune, yeah.
Have we got any... what have you got?
I've got this.
Okay. You prepare yourself.
Go.
The Upsetters there. Return of Django.
What a tune.
There's a tune in it. It's one of those ones where you bend your knees and swing your arms.
I love that song.
You love it.
I love it.
So we talked about the skinheads. Where are we moving to? You've got Bay City Rollers here.
Yeah, but only because clothes is part of a scene. The kids who like the Bay City Rollers all wore the same kind of clothes.
I thought they just wore tartan.
Yeah, but half...
That's what you mean?
Calf-length tartan trousers and tartan scarves.
What was the point of that?
I don't really know. I wasn't around then. But why would you do that? Just because you like a pop band?
Sold 120 million records worldwide.
Yeah.
Why?
They were very popular. They didn't get all the money from it, though. There was a big thing about that.
Right.
But yeah, they did, yeah.
What's their big hit?
Bye, bye, baby.
Bye bye
think that was
baby,
it.
baby, bye bye.
Yeah.
The fact called Tartan Rollers. Easy. Oh, that's what you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I could read it again for you if you want.
Yeah.
Right, Bay City Rollers. Any other fans that watch? So when we were young in the 80s, Bros kids,
Oh, Bros kids.
mainly girls that like Bros.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wore bird poo jeans,
Yeah.
some sort of sock, which I can't remember.
They had a sock.
Probably a white sock,
I'd imagine a white sock.
maybe with a frill around the top.
Yeah. What did they have in
A
their laces?
brogue with a Grolsch bottle top.
Yep.
And some sort of probably a bomber jacket or a black jacket with the sleeves rolled up.
Or double denim. Oh. I bet there was double denim involved.
The DD.
I bet there was double denim
Now then,
involved.
where do you stand on the DD? Because sometimes a social faux pas.
Yeah, it could be, but I have, of occasion, DD'd.
You've DD'd in the
I
past.
have, yeah.
I don't think I've ever done it on purpose.
But it wasn't it wasn't the stonewashed denim. Mine was like a dark blue denim.
Like Shakin' Stevens.
See, well, possibly. He is a hero of mine.
The Welsh Elvis.
The Welsh Elvis, isn't it? Yeah.
Was this with a jacket or was this with the denim shirt?
No, the jacket. It was a T-shirt, jeans jacket combo.
White t-shirt like Nick Kamen?
Well, I had, funny enough, but I had a mod-based T-shirt with a target on the front. It was white with a target on the front. And I wore that with a double denim, and it looked quite good.
Did you have your big cherry reds on as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, you were part of...
I was part of a scene.
Or counterculture. The scene included yourself.
I was a part of a scene, yeah. We have been part of scenes. But now, right, I don't think... if you like music now of a certain type or a certain trend or a certain kind of band, you don't have to look the same as everyone else.
No.
Years ago, if you liked rock music, you would wear your denim and leather. You know, your 70s, your status quo. You'd have your denim and leather. You might even go double denim with a leather vest, waistcoat on.
I mean, the leather's an interesting thing, the jacket, because you can adorn your favourite band
You can indeed.
across the back.
You
Now,
can.
did you do that?
No, I didn't.
Did you? You had a leather jacket,
I've got a leather jacket still,
but no painting.
no
on it.
painting. Many have.
I remember seeing a young man who doesn't live too far from here, and he had "Houses of the Holy" written on the back, on the bottom of his leather jacket in the exact text
That's pretty good, isn't it?
from the Led Zeppelin "Houses of the Holy." And I must have been 12 or 13 at the time. Just thought that is the greatest thing.
I've seen some good leather jackets with some good paint on.
Soundgarden.
Yep. And a Vision thing from Sisters of Mercy. I've seen one of them.
Yeah, I haven't got a leather jacket, and
You did have a leather jacket, but yours may not have adorned the paint quite so well. Yours was a bit more of a coaty
it was
jacket,
more of a
wasn't
bomber, wasn't it? Yeah, I would like another one, but I feel like I'm too old for it
it?
now.
I got mine out the other day and wore not the other day, last year, wore it.
Is it heavy?
It is heavy and really warm. But yeah, I still fit it.
I can't wear this. Take my jacket off. Tell me about this last thing we've written down. Say we.
What, the Blitz kids?
Yeah.
The Blitz kids in the 79-80. That was part of a scene. Clothes was part of a scene. They were all
Is
went
this,
to the Blitz Club.
Not George Michael.
No,
Boy George.
Boy George.
I knew there was George in there somewhere.
the ballets, Spandau.
George Cole.
George Cole, Curious George, the curious little monkey. Yep. Spandau Ballet, Midyear, Sade.
Midyear was a Blitz kid, was he?
Yeah. Sieg Sputnik, Bananarama,
And they went to
all in a small little club in Covent Garden.
which lay between two art colleges, St Martin's and Central School.
Central School of Art.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Became a test bed for student fashion designers.
Yeah. And they just wore odd things, and you had to wear really crazy stuff to get in. You couldn't turn up in your tracksuit and your Nikes.
If you went out,
You probably could now, because that would look different to all the other guys.
If you went out to the Blitz Club, put on your funky gear and your makeup.
What do you wear?
No, wait.
Oh,
You got home. What would your dad say?
you look like a great big Jesse. Something like that. I don't know. He would scorn. He would call me silly.
I think my dad probably would have just...
Get out.
He probably just would have looked at me and gone,
Wait till your mother finds out about this.
yeah, wait till you just get a proper suit on and get a job.
Well, obviously all of our dads would be asleep in the garden with a newspaper on their head or in the shed. But yeah.
Okay, so there was lots of those. I watched the documentary about Boy George.
Boy George.
And that scene, and there was only about 200 people involved in it.
It's not very big. Quite a small club.
Not a very big scene. But
think what came out of it.
I know.
Think what came out of it.
It was a catalyst.
What a catalyst you turned out to be.
Now then, we're getting towards the end of the show here on Bring It to the Table with Math and Will. You're very welcome to get in touch with us at some point. We're not live at the moment, but if you do want to, it's studio@popularlandradio.co.uk. Feel free to give us a topic to bring to the table.
Yeah.
An idea, a thought, a thing.
Amusing.
Yeah, something like that. But meanwhile, we are discussing youth subculture. Is it youth subculture?
Pretty-ish.
Subculture.
For want of a better phrase, yeah. Counterculture, counter.
We've got some other things written down here which we haven't really discussed. Punks.
To discuss.
Goth.
To discuss.
Rock.
To discuss.
Indie.
To discuss.
Skate.
To discuss.
Grunge.
We were there. To discuss.
Hip-hop.
Also to discuss.
Now...
we might have to bring it to the table again.
I used to ride a skateboard between the age of 10 and probably about 20. I had a very good time. And when I was riding a skateboard, it was very much the fashion to have some baggy jeans.
It's comfortable as well.
Mainly because you were doing stunts.
Yeah, you need the movement, don't you?
And, a pair of decent trainers.
Yeah.
Probably some Puma States or some Adidas Gazelles.
Superstar.
A baggy top, hoodie.
They'd get ruined within about 2 or 3 weeks, though.
That was it. And then now, lots of young people skateboarding, boys and girls now.
Good.
Which is great.
Good to see.
All wearing very tight trousers.
They don't do as many tricks, perhaps.
Turns out we've got a nation of rickets.
More vitamin C. Get the vitamin C in. Come on.
Get free vitamin C tablet with these trousers.
Come on. In you come. Have a dose.
But no, it's all changed.
That's weird, though, isn't it?
Whereas in the 70s, before when skateboarding was happening, it was very tight, short shorts.
Very short shorts. And a headband.
Yeah, and socks up to your knees.
Yeah. And Converse All-Stars, or the Chuck Taylor, as they were called.
What we're saying is fashion has changed.
Fashion has changed.
Yeah. I don't know much about hip-hop.
What?
Fashion?
Well, they were big.
What used to be very baggy ice hockey jumpers.
Big gold chains was the thing back in the day.
Wealth became a thing, didn't it, in the 90s?
Big trainers.
Yeah. Showing off your wealth. Like Sean Puff Daddy Coombs.
Puff Daddy. Who else could you talk about?
Yeah.
What about goths? They don't like summer.
No.
Goths don't like summer.
It's because they like to wear black, and black is the absorber of most infrared radiation.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were about to say.
I was about to say the very same thing.
Don't know much about that. I've never dressed as a goth.
I haven't either.
Punks?
Punk, very
What about
good.
the whole punk thing in 76 and 7?
Going onwards, yeah.
I mean, I was born in 76.
Were you a punk?
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah. You young punk.
I once went to a gig by accident, and I'm not sure if you were there. But in fact, I ended up in a bar, I think it was on Frith Street in Soho. It's called Garlic and Shots, and we went down there because we just wanted a late night drink. And we got into the sort of lower bar bit, and then it filled up within about 5 minutes with punks, proper punks, who had all been to see The Exploited at the Astoria.
Nice.
And you could not move in there. And they all started getting really rowdy and chucking tables about and stuff. And I said to my mate, I think we better go. And the only way to get out was to pogo our way from one corner across to the door. And they were all spitting at each other and throwing beer around, and the tables were
Having
flying
a great
everywhere.
fun time.
They were. I must admit,
I wasn't there.
I was having a bit of a scary time, and I just thought, if I just pretend to be a punk, because I was born in 76, so they knew that.
You know all about it.
I did just pogo my way to the door and just think, I made it.
Fine. I bet they're all jolly nice, really.
I'm sure
all
they
just
were.
want to have maybe 1 or 2 extra pints in
I'm
there.
sure they were. But big boots, tartan trousers,
Possibly. Bondage
zips,
trousers, zips,
pins, spiky
pins,
hair.
Anything to shock.
Yes.
Anything to shock.
Yeah. Very much like you and I tonight.
We are just here to shock.
Should we have one more tune before we
We
go
can have
home?
one. What would you like?
I don't really mind. You finish us off.
Well, we can either have... no, I'll give you a choice here. I've got 3 songs. 2 are more punk leaning and 1 is ZZ Top.
Oh. Can you tell me what the ZZ Top one is?
Sharp Dressed Man.
I think. Well, I do like ZZ Top.
I know you like ZZ Top, but that is a theme
you know,
of clothes.
anything up to Eliminator and including Eliminator.
This is why I'm giving you the choice.
Not beyond. Well, I'll tell you, how many punk tunes you got?
A 2.
Let's have both of those and see if we can come back.
What, both the funk tunes?
Yeah.
Right, well, there you go then. Let's have this one first.
Do it. Smashing. Who was it?
The Damned.
The Damned.
Smash It Up.
Third time I've heard that today.
Still a good song.
Smash It Up. We have been talking about counterculture fashion over the years. Math, what's the worst thing you've ever worn, do you think?
A flat top with a wedge. That was a hairdo.
Yeah, well, if we're talking hairdos, I did have a mullet. No need to perm it because it was naturally curly. And I do remember at the last year at primary school, I took a brush in for school photo day so I could give it extra boof. There is still a photo in existence of that boof.
Oh. Is that the school? I think I've seen that school photo of you.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Clothes-wise.
Fleck trouser.
I had the fleck trouser.
The slip-on.
Yeah, definitely had those.
The Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. but
you've got to go through it.
But I don't know if they were not forced upon me, but kind of chosen for me by my parents.
Yeah.
You know when you go to a party, a relative's party, and your parents buy you and your brother the same clothes? Yeah.
Imagine doing that now.
It wouldn't happen in my house.
I'm going to ring my brother and say, come on, let's get ourselves down Topshop. Doesn't exist anymore, does it? Right, come on, we'd better say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with more Bring It to the Table. Until then, one more tune to see us out. Matthew, tell us all about it.
Well, this one is all about the footwear of choice,
of course,
of Honor Blackman and Patrick McNee. And I think it's called Kinky Boots.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody's going for those kinky boots, kinky boots.
Kinky boots, it's a manly kind of fashion that you borrowed from the roots.
Borrowed from the boots. Kinky boots, fashion magazines say wear 'em.
And you rush to obey like the women in a harem.
Full length, half length,
Fully fashioned calf length.
brown boots, black boots,
Patent leather jacket.
kinky boots. There are 20 million women wearing kinky boots, kinky boots.
Puss in Boots. Footwear manufacturers are gathering the fruits.
Gathering the fruits. Kinky boots, advertising men say try 'em.
And you all run amok like a flock of sheep to buy 'em.
Sweet girls, street girls,
Frumpy little beat girls.
square girls, cool girls.
Sexy little schoolgirls.
Maiden aunties,
Never debutantes.
they all dig those boots. Everybody's rushing for those Russian boots.
Russian boots.
Kinky boots,
Cover up the slender little tender foots. With kinky, slinky. Leather is so kinky.
Come and get those kinky boots, boots, kinky boots.
Online and around the world. This is Poppyland Radio.